Hello guys, in this tutorial we're gonna learn about different shapes for turtle. So we're gonna use t.shape method, and of course we need to pass it some kind of parameters. Well, which one? Here, if we check documentation, we see that we can choose between arrow, turtle, circle, square, triangle and classic. So actually the default one is a classic one, because now if I pass here like classic and if I activate that, then nothing's gonna change. So classic is default, but if you want to change this to arrow, you can do that, and arrow is basically a right oriented triangle. So let's do that. Over arrow, and there you go. And if you want to see that better, then we can change shape size. So let's do that. Target is a T, of course, and we're gonna change shape size. And of course, you remember from a couple of last tutorials that we need to pass 3 parameters here, like a 10, 10 and 10, and that thing will be a little bit bigger. Okay, and see these edges here? Well, if you want to have them sharp, as it is case with the default stuff, then just lower this third parameter to 1, let's say, and you will get sharpness better. Okay, next thing, what about turtle, like a real turtle? Well, we're gonna say turtle, and there you go guys, we have it. So most people like that think better than like a classic or triangle or arrow shape. And don't worry, we're gonna play around with colors, but just let's check those like shapes. Right, so circle, well, you're gonna say circle and F5, and there you go, you have a result. And of course you see these edges and they're kind of sharp, but if you have small circle, then you will not even notice that. And what's gonna happen if I remove this line, if I pull it out from service, then of course that will be default size. Save. And what about square? Well, let's change that. Square, square, F5, and there you go. And if you want a slight radius here, then you can use 20 here. Let's test that. Or we can use something insane like 70. Let's test that. Well, that's maybe too much. It depends how you like it, okay? Let's stick with the 1, which is kind of sharp. Okay, triangle. Well, triangle, F5, and there you go, you have orientation to right. But there is a difference between classic, because classic have that like here, if you remember. Right, so that's a triangle, and now let's experiment with turtle shape, because it's kind of nice, and let's experiment with colors. So if we say t.color, then we will fulfill border of turtle and inside of turtle, like red, F5, and there you go guys. So question is how to fill just inside of turtle. Well, there are dedicated methods to do that, and we will not use the color here. And now by default color is black. We'll just say t.new method, which is fill color inside the turtle. And now we're gonna say red and F5, and there you go. And if you want to see that blackness a little bit better, then you're gonna change third parameter and you will say like 10, F5. There you go guys, maybe you like that better. Okay, what's next? Right, so how to change this black color? Well, we have dedicated method to do that, which is a pen color. So t.pen color, and let's use yellow, F5, and there you go. Maybe that's not real solution, I don't know, it's too much yellow. Well, right, let me just leave it at that because I'm not good with colors. So the next thing is, what about movement? Well, let's change that. For example, t dot left, and then we are going to orient our turtle to 90 degrees, and F5, and that will work. But orientation is kind of fast, so let's slow our turtle. We're gonna say t dot speed 0 and 1, and if you check documentation, 1 means slowest, so we will have a slight animation here. There you go, it's the slowest, guys. Oops, my phone is ringing, just a second. Okay guys, sorry about that. I'm back. Let's push this turtle to like forward. FD for 50, let's say, pixels, and okay, that will work. And maybe the turtle is too big, so let's say 5 here and 1 here, and now we have bearable result, let's say. I'm gonna also change pen color to black because it's kind of nicer. I don't like yellow now. Okay, cool. And we have some kind of trail, who cares? Right, so let's change immediately size after this movement. I mean shape. So shape, and sure, you can change shape size too. So shape now will be circle, and let me test that. Okay, cool. And we're gonna use here another forward for, let's say, 70 pixels, and we're gonna change shape again. I don't know how to type these days. Triangle. Let me test that. Okay, cool. And let me, for example, now change the pixelage like 100, and I'm gonna say t dot shape again for square, and we're gonna stop there. Square. Let me test that. Okay, so let's turn this into animation, let's say. But before we do that, let's like a change size of thing where well, I'm gonna just copy this, for example, down there, and then down there, and then down there. For example, we have like from 5 to from 10, let's say, from 10 to 5 to 2. Maybe that will be interesting to see what it is. F5. Right, something like that. And maybe it's even ugly, but yeah, let's delete it. Maybe you are too confused and it's not that beautiful. Okay, what now we can do? Well, we can put this in a for loop to have like animation. So for x in range, and we need, for example, 10 passes, we're gonna use everything here. So let me push that to right, shift and tab, and save, and F5, and there you go, we have animation. So maybe guys, you can change this into some kind of school project, or you can print this. I don't know, it depends. Maybe you like it. Right, so you can turn this into semaphore, horizontal or vertical. Right, that's it in this tutorial, nothing special here. And if you are tired from clicking on X every time, of course, if you remember from a couple of last tutorials, you can say turtle dot exit on click, and don't forget brackets, and then if you click here anywhere, you will get out. You don't need to click on X, but this will last and last and last 10 passes. So maybe that's just too much. Well, I'm gonna remove it, and let's use just 3 passes here. Okay, this will be 1, and this is all right. So it's not full pass, it's just a number of sides. So yeah, maybe I can stick with with a 4, of course, 4 sides, for full box. And of course I can click anywhere and I will get out from application. From turtle, I mean, it's not application. Now there is another thing. You cannot use this line like in the middle because you will break your application. That will not work. F5 and problem. So don't do that, because if you use that, all other source code will fail. As you can see, you have a lot of problems here. Okay, so these things are not like executed. Right, so just use that line if you need it at all down there when you are done with operations. Okay, I need to wait and click, and that's it in this tutorial. Thank you for watching and see you next one.